Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Behind me, 2020 Kia Soul. We're gonna be replacing the front brake pads and rotors. Let's get started. First thing we wanna do is jack the vehicle up, put it on jack stands. We'll pull our tire off. Have the tire turned all the way to one side to give us better access to our inner bolts. Before we pull our caliper off, what I like to do is take a flat screwdriver, put it in this window here, and then we'll pull in our direction. And what this is doing is letting us know that our caliper can still slide on our slide pins, so our slide pins are still in good condition. This also sucks in the caliper piston and gives us a head start for later. Now, if you can't do this step, don't worry about it, but I find that it makes things a little easier. Just all the way until it bottoms out. There we go. 14 millimeter for our caliper. We'll take a caliper hanger, put it in this window, and just hang it on our strut, nice and out of the way. Take out our pads. Now this next step you could do with the bracket still on or while it's removed, that's up to you. I like to do it while it's on. Just pull off our hardware. Then we'll pull out our slide pins. I'll do one at a time just so I don't get them mixed up. There is a top and a bottom. I'll just wipe off the old grease, put on new caliper grease. Now it's important that this grease is specifically for calipers. We don't want to use a petroleum grease. This is a different kind of grease. I'll just put it in. I like to twist it as it goes in. Do the bottom. If you get yours mixed up, the bottom has a little rubber piece on it. Let me wipe it off and show you. See that little black rubber piece? So that goes on the bottom if you accidentally get them mixed up. Throw the caliper grease on. Give it a twist. Nice. Our caliper bracket bolts are a 17 millimeter. There we go. Now you can use a flat screwdriver or a wire wheel, and we just want to get all this crust off and clean off our bracket really good. Just depending on where you live, some areas have a little more crust than others. So just whatever you need, we'll get all that nice and clean. Now let's remove our rotor. Our rotor is held in with 2 Phillips screws. The best way to get these off is with an impact driver. We'll just put this in and give it a whack. Nice, that was easy. Do the other one. Whack. Nice. So this came out pretty nicely. We'll put a little bit of anti-seize on these so they come out again really easy in the future. Give our rotor a whack. Oh, you heard me say whack and I got scared. It came right off on its own. Then we'll clean up our hub. Now this looks really good. If you need, you can take a wire wheel and just clean off any crusties so our new rotor sits nice and flat. Now let's prep our new rotor. So our rotors have a protective coating for storage. What we want to do is take some brake clean, just spray it off real good. Take a clean rag and wipe it the best we can. All right, let's go install it. Just slide on our new rotor. We want to keep in mind where our bolt holes are. I put a little bit of anti-seize on the threads here. Let's get that started. Put this one in. Now these don't have to be too tight, just snug, hand tight. Nice, let me reset you up and we'll put our brakes back on. With our cleaned up bracket, we want to put our brake hardware on. Just push that in, get it lined up. It should fall right into place and bottom out. There we go. Do the other side. There, just until it all bottoms out. I'll put this on. Snug these down. The information I have says these are torqued between 58 and 72 foot-pounds. I'm gonna go for the upper end. Now we can put our pads on. We want our brake wear indicator on the inside top. Just push this in. There we go. The outside doesn't have a wear indicator, at least on this set. That's it. Last thing is to put our caliper on. Now, if you haven't pushed in your piston, now's the time to do it. They have multiple styles of piston tools. I'll have a link in the description for a pretty good one. I found if you are able to push that piston in at the beginning, it's enough that we don't have to do it now. So we'll just slide it over, put these in, suck them down. And these are torqued between 16 and 23 foot-pounds. Click. I like it. All right, that is it. We'll go inside the vehicle, we'll push on the brakes. That'll fill up our caliper piston again with fluid, and then we'll hop over and do the other side the exact same way. Good job. All right, that is it. That's how you can replace your front brake pads and rotors on your Kia Soul. All in all, not too bad. The very last thing we want to do is take it on a good break-in test drive. And how we do that is bring the vehicle up to about 30, 35 miles an hour, and then come to a nice solid stop. Now we don't want to lock the brakes, but we do want to feel a nice positive stop. Then we do that again, bring it up 30, 35 miles an hour, then come to a nice solid stop. Do that about 4 or 5 times, and your brakes are good to go. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for all the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comments, post down below. I hope your repair goes well. See you on the next one.